Bob, the JV game has just started. The Mules received, Littlefield kicked off, and the Mules had trouble handling the kickoff and end up with the ball on the 3-yard line. So the Mules will put the ball in play against this Littlefield Wildcat team on their own 3-yard line. The Mules are 5-3 on the season. We don't have Littlefield's record, but I'm sure it's a good record, as it generally is over at Littlefield. So the Mules put the ball in play from the 3-yard line, and there's a whistle. Motion on the Mules. Tony Castillo, I believe, in at quarterback, Bob, number 10. And we congratulate the Muleshoe freshmen. They have just defeated the Wildcat freshmen for the district championship, winning 37-13. There's a swing pass caught in the end zone and some good running room in there. And there goes number 3, and let's see where he went out of bounds. Should be a first down for the Mules. Number 3 on that reception is Aaron Ross.
About 28 yards.
Ross made a good catch, good run. Picked up, about 28 yards on the play. The Muleshoe freshmen ended up, Bob, 10-0 on the season, an undefeated season, and the Littlefield freshmen ended up 9-1 and were second in district. Real good ball game we just finished there. So the Mules with a big play, they go from about the 1.5-yard line all the way out close to their 30-yard line on that little swing pass out to Ross. And there's the same play to the other side, and there's going to be some running room, not nearly as much, about 3 or 4 yards. It'll be second down. 9:10, the clock running here in this first quarter of this JV game between Muleshoe and Littlefield. Cool night down on the field, rather windy. Number 3, Ross out wide to the left side. Number 10 in at quarterback is Tony Castillo. I believe that's number 10, isn't it, Bob? You sure we got that number right? It may not be. Yeah, it is.
Yes, but the running back then, let's see, that was number 42, I believe.
42 was a running back for the Mules. That is number 11, Joe Angel Mendoza. So it's going to be third down and about 8 for the Mules. Just getting underway here in this JV ball game. Probably a passing down. We have wide receivers out to both sides. Ross over here on the left side. And a fake pass to Ross, and it's behind him, and it's incomplete. And he was open for just a second there, but pass a little bit behind the would-be receiver Ross, and it'll be fourth down, and the Mules will have to punt the ball away. Looks like number 88 back deep for the Wildcats. That's Jeremiah Molina.
88.
And is that Ross kicking? Yeah, it's down at the bottom. And a good tackle over there on the far side. Let's see if we can get that number. Looks like number 20. 42 on the tackle, and that is Nate Rosas. All right, so the Wildcats hold the Mules, and they'll have the ball on their own 45-yard line. Good field position with 7:55 remaining in the opening half and or quarter, and there's a handoff to number 11. He breaks a tackle, picks up 3 or 4. Pretty good defense there by the Mules. They stuffed the hole up, and then number 11 broke loose and picked up a few yards. That's Herrera. Nate Herrera. What?
Ronnie 1 was 33 for the Mules, and looked like 42, just the easily 33 Guerrero.
Okay, so it'll be second down and 6, a 4-yard pickup by Herrera on that carry for them. And there's a handoff, some good running room, as that'll be a first down as Littlefield takes the ball all the way down close to the Muleshoe 40-yard line. 21 in on the tackle, that's Jorge Martinez. And they run the ball all the way out to the 43-yard line of the Mules. 1st and 10 for Littlefield. 7 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. No score. And there's a whistle. It may be motion, and it is motion on the Wildcats. So that'll move the ball back to the 48-yard line. It'll be first down and 15 now for Littlefield. Mules received the opening kickoff and started out from the 3-yard line. They did pick up 1 first down before they had to punt the ball away. And Littlefield, with excellent field position, has the ball down in Muleshoe territory, 1st and 15. And there's a handoff over the left sides and some good running room in there. And Littlefield across the 30 all the way down close to the 25-yard line of the Mules. That'll be another first down. Just some good blocking over on that left side, and they had quite a hole there, and they picked up about 20 yards on the play. First and 15 from the Muleshoe 33-yard line. First and 10. They overcame that 15, you're right. And there's a handoff to number 11 again. This time he's called from behind. See if we can get the number of that tackler.
30. Looks like 33, Ronnie.
Okay, 33 for the Mules is Felipe Guerrero. Good tackle, and that'll be a loss of about 2 on that play. His number 11 carried the ball. That's Nate Herrera for Littlefield, and it'll be 2nd and 12. 5.5 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Muleshoe freshman won 37-13, and now there's no score so far in the JV game here in Muleshoe. So 2nd down and 12 for the Wildcats. Mules dig in on defense. Back to pass, and there's a man open, and a fumble on the play, but I think Littlefield recovered. Littlefield caught the pass for the first down, I believe, and then they fumbled the ball forward and managed to recover their own fumble. Is that a first down? Let's see. No, it's not a first down. It's going to be 3rd down and about 3. Of course, it's 4-down territory as the Wildcats have a good drive going here. 4:42 remaining, opening quarter, no score. JV game between Muleshoe and Littlefield. Mules have a 4-man front this time. And there's a handoff. Whoa, big hole as Littlefield picks up enough for the first down and about 10 more. They're all the way down to the Muleshoe, right around the 10, about the 12-yard line of the Mules. Just handed off straight ahead then and blasted their way out to the Muleshoe 12. Littlefield up to the line of scrimmage with 4:04 remaining, opening quarter, trying to score first. And there's a kind of an end around counter play. And is there a flag down over there? Yeah, there is. There's a flag down on the field on the far side.
Holding on Littlefield.
Oh, it'll be holding on Littlefield, and they picked up about 3 or 4 yards on the play, and they will have that one called back for holding over on the left side. And the ball is placed back on the about 17 or 18 yard, looks like 18 yard line of the Mules now, and it'll remain first down and 18 for Littlefield. Clock running, 3:40 remaining, opening quarter. Mules jumping around on defense, trying to shore up that line. There's a handoff straight ahead, and about 5 yards in the middle of the left side of the Muleshoe defense, and should just about eat up that 7 yards. I think that 7 or 8 yards they had on the penalty. Not quite, about half of it. Carlos Martinez in on the tackle then. It'll be second down and call it 13. Just under 3 minutes in the opening quarter. Littlefield with a good drive. Back to pass. Pass into the end zone and incomplete. Just a little bit tall, and Seth Clayton missed on that pass, so it'll be third down and 13. Could be a big stand here for the Mules if they can hold Wildcats out of the end zone. Receiver out wide to the right side for Littlefield. I formation, quarterback under center. Clayton the quarterback. And a fumble in there. The Mules may have this one. They're battling for the ball. Let's see. And I think the Mules have it.
42, yeah, 42.
42.
44 recovered.
Okay, 42 caused a fumble in. That was Nate Rosas. And 44 is Randy... Let me be sure I get this name. Lawrence recovered the fumble. All right, so big defensive stand there for the Mules as Wildcats were moving right down the field, and we got in there then. Rosas got in there and hit the ball carrier just as he took the handoff. The ball carrier fumbled the ball, and Lawrence recovered, and the Mules have the ball right back with no score in the game, and they're on their own about 20-yard line. Quarterback keeps, and he's not going to have much. He's going to lose a yard or two. Tony Castilla in there at quarterback. Tried the quarterback keeper around the right side of his offensive line, and just nothing there. Going to lose about 4 yards on the play, so it'll be second and 14 with 2:12 remaining. Clock running here in the first quarter. Looks like Littlefield has a nose guard in there. They'll probably have a 5-man front. The Mules spread out wide to both sides. Have 3 receivers over on the left side. Empty backfield. Castilla back to pass. Now he's going to keep the ball. Has a little running room, and he gets outside. He's across the 30. Across the 35 to the 37 or 8-yard line, and that'll be a first down for the Mules. And we just dropped back in an empty backfield then and ran around the left side. Good run by Castilla. And a first down for the Mules. So that'll get them out from the shadow of their goal post a little bit. And with 1:32 remaining in the opening quarter, no score. The Mules have the ball on their 38-yard line. Up to the line of scrimmage. Ross out on the left side wide. Number 21 looks like on the right side. It'll be Martinez. 3 men over on the right side this time. Quarterback looks. He'll keep the ball. Woo, he got hit in there then, Bob. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Good lick in there by the Littlefield defense. I believe that was number 22 made that tackle. If it was, that's Levi McKinney. And that was a tough yard right there for Castilla. 2nd and 9 for the Mules. 35 seconds remaining here in this opening quarter. No score. It's been a defensive battle so far for both teams. One running back in the backfield. Pass across the middle, and it's incomplete. Number 42, the intended receiver. And a personal foul on a late hit. Hit him after he didn't catch the ball. Is that okay? So number 42 was the intended receiver, Nate Rosas, and the pass a little behind him. He didn't catch it, but he was hit late, and that'll be a 15-yard penalty. And that'll move the Mules all the way down into Littlefield territory on about the 42-yard line now in Littlefield territory. 1st and 10 to go for the Mules. So that keeps the drive going with 20 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Who's running back?
Just a minute. Let's see.
And the quarterback keeps the ball. Castilla, he has some good running room there, Bob. He's across the 30, back across the 20, and tackled about the 19-yard line, so a good fake inside to the running back. And then Castilla takes the ball all the way down to the, looked like the 19, maybe the 18-yard line, 17-yard line, now in Littlefield territory. No score. Mules threatening with the final 9 seconds here in this opening quarter. That'll be the last play of the first quarter. Mules moving the ball as we get ready to start the second quarter. No score.
Ends of the field, as that was the end of the first quarter, and that was a big run there by the quarterback for the Mules, Castilla. So the Mules will have it all the way down to about the, looks like about the 17 of the Wildcats, 1st and 10. So a good drive going here by the Mules. Quarterback, there's a low snap. Now there's a pitch, and he got some run. Just barely got that pitch off. And Ronnie, that was, see who they pitched that to.
41.
41, that was 21. Yes, 21. I thought that was the running back. Jorge Martinez is the one that was lined up at running back, and that's the one they pitched to. So
it was, he picked it up.
Ronnie, that was the first down, wasn't it? That's, see.
First down. 1st and goal.
It'll be 1st and goal from the 5. So he just barely got that pitch off, but it worked. Now the quarterback back wants to throw it, and
picked up a couple of them.
Just very little. Let's see who caught that. Looks like number 12, I believe, Ronnie. And that would be
12 is Paul Castilla.
Paul Castilla. And picked up, maybe a yard. Close to 2 yards. So still, it's going to be 2nd and goal for the Mules. Let's see what they come up with here. Two receivers to both sides, and there's a pass, and didn't quite make it. So, did we have a flag?
I don't think so. Or is it?
Yes, it looks like. I believe it's offsides on Littlefield. If I'm reading their sign right.
I don't know. I don't see a flag.
Yeah. The ball would be on the 1.
It'd be 3rd down and go from the 1, or it'll be, okay, they took the penalty. That's half the distance. It'll be 2nd down from about the 2.5.
Okay. So they did take the penalty. It didn't make a whole lot of difference. It would have been 3rd and 1, and now it's 2nd and about 2.5. And there's a handoff, and into the end zone, wide open. Number 10 just walked in, and that was a good run there by Castilla as he made the big run to get them down there. So we'll see what the Mules come up with on the extra point, whether they're going to kick it or run it. I believe they're going to attempt to kick it. 13 is the kicker, and we can't see who the snapper is, but and there's the kick, and he got it. All right, and that was number 13, Ronnie. That is Bryce Mauricio. So the Mules lead 7-0 as we played about 1.5 minutes in the second quarter, and we'll have the kickoff in just a moment. And we're trying to figure out who the deep men are for Littlefield. They're standing on about their 15. And the kicker for Muleshoe is number 33, I believe, Ronnie. That is Felipe Guerrero. And there's the kick. And it's going to be a very short kick. And Littlefield will have it on about their 35, 1st and 10.
You fumbled it. Tried to catch it over the shoulder.
And we might add that the junior high teams are playing at Littlefield tonight. Okay, Littlefield up to the line of scrimmage. They put wide receiver out to the right, and their I formation and a wing. That's their basic formation. Quarterback under center, pitches outside, and good defense right there. Let's see who that first one was, Ron. If you can pick that up, one of them is
number
59. 59 was one.
Another in there was number 11 was in there.
59 would be Jose Martinez, and number 11 was in there. That's Pepe Mendoza. And there was another mule in there that we didn't get, but I know those two were in there. So actually, they lost about 2 to 3 yards. Actually, approximately 2. Now the quarterback sprints out to his right, throws it, and it is caught over there. It's going to be close to a first down. It was just a sprint out pass then, and a very good pass and a good catch over there. And looks like that is number 88, I believe, Ronnie. Do they have an 88? If it was, is Jeremiah Molina. Picked up 10 yards. Picked up 10 yards. It was 2nd and 12. Now it's 3rd and 2. And they have it on their own 47-yard line. 3rd and 2. I formation. Now the quarterback hands it off, and don't believe it. It's going to be close.
Second effort.
Looks like it's going to be 3rd and less than a yard. They had him for about a 2-yard loss.
Fourth down, didn't it?
Now it's going to be 4th down, yes. They haven't changed the marker yet, but it should be 4th. 4th and a yard. I think they'll go for it here. I'm sure they will, not liking any more than that. It is a gamble, but they have it on their own 47. 48. So the Mules really need to dig in here. 22's the running back. Probably get it to the tailback, the running back. And they did. And he has first down and more.
11. He's a good ball player.
And that down to about the 40. So he picked up good yardage then.
Nate Herrera, he carries the ball most of the time.
Their running back most of the time is Nate Herrera. Number 11. So it'll be a first down for the Wildcats. And they have it on the Mule 41. There's a handoff. And number 87, oh, we just missed a tackle there. We had him for a loss. He's going to get close to the first down. And we got a flag over there for something. I don't know whether the Mules hit late or what, or hit out of bounds, but there was a flag. Well, okay, there wasn't a flag. I guess he picked it up. It looked like that the official over there on the sideline threw a flag, but he didn't. So it's going to be 2nd and about 3 for the Wildcats. Hand it off again, number 11. That 11's a good running back. He goes down across about to the 25. Like we said, number 11 for the Wildcats is Nate Herrera, and he picks up the first down easily. Mules lead 7-0 with 5:29 to go in the first half. Littlefield up to the line of scrimmage. Now they put a receiver to both sides this time. Still have the wing back and one running back besides the wing back. Now give it to the wing back. Oh, the Mules were all over that. Ronnie, let's get some of those tacklers. 42 was the first one. 42 was the first one. That's twice he's made a big play. That's Nate Rosas. Excellent play there. And that was a pretty good loss there.
Loss of about 4.
Loss of about 4 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 14. And have it on the Mule 29. Now they're regular formation. One receiver split out about 10 yards. I formation. Quarterback under. Quarterback gives it to number 11. And this time we stop him about a 2-yard gain, but he is a tough runner. So it's going to be 3rd and 12 for the Wildcats. They have it on the Mule 27. Now they split number 88 out wide to the right, about 8-10 yards. I formation, quarterback under. Oh, looked like they were in motion, but I guess not. There's a pass over there and caught out of bounds over there, incomplete. So it's going to be a big 4th down for the Wildcats. Be 4th and 12. Well, Ronnie, I would look for some type of wing back reverse this time, or halfback pass. Oh, they're going to get away from their basic offense here, I would think. And then they might just give it to number 11. He is hard to bring down. And they might dump off a little pass to him. And same formation. Eye over to the right.
Whistle.
And I think that's going to be motion on the Wildcats. Yes. So instead of 4th and 12, it's going to be 4th and about 17. And we're down to 3:45 in the first half. We haven't had a whole lot of passing, and the clock has really been moving. Now they're back up to the line of scrimmage. Big play here for Littlefield on the offensive side of the ball. Now the quarterback drops back. He wants to throw it. Now he's going to and they're all over him. Great defense there. They put a lot of pressure on him, and there was about 4 or 5 Mules over there. If we can pick some of them up. 42 again. He had some help, but 42, we know who 42 is. That's Nate Rosas. He put, and also 10. I thought I saw 10 there, the quarterback, Tony Castilla, and it seemed like there were a couple more, but we know those 2 were in there. Rosas has had 3 huge plays tonight on defense, throwing them for a loss. trips over to the right, one to the left. Quarterback, Castilla. Now he's going to run with it. And looked like he's going to pick up more than what he did, but it's a good tackle over there. Over there on that right side by, let's see who that, if we can pick up that tackler for Littlefield. Looks like number 11. And that would be, that's that good running back, Nate Herrera.
Picked up 3.
And Castilla picked up 3. Looked like he was going to get a lot more than that. Kind of a shoestring tackle over there by Herrera. So same formation, low snap, and well, did they call it dead? He may have had to go down to his knee, and that hurt. So he lost about 5 yards there. We're down to 2:50 in the half. The Mules have the ball second and long, and they're ahead 7-0. Now we move over to the other side with 3 receivers. Just flip-flop over to the other side. Well, actually, we have an empty backfield now. 3 over to the left and 2 to the right. And the quarterback's the only one in the backfield. He drops straight back. Now he's going to run with it. Picks up some yardage. And picks up some more. He's still running. And I believe Ronnie got the first down. That was a good job of running there by the quarterback, Tony Castilla. Excellent run. As he needed about 12, 13 yards, and that's about what he got. But he did get the first down.
Pretty good blocking there, too.
And like Ronnie said, pretty good blocking on the outside and on the line there. We're down to 2 minutes, and twins to both sides. We have, well, actually, empty backfield. And looked like, I think, we moved. I think they were offsides, but we moved first, I'm pretty sure. So that's going to cost the Mules 5 yards. They signal start the clock. We're 1:50, clock moving. Mules lead 7-0. Just before halftime. 3 receivers to the left this time. 1 to the right. Now we have 1 running back. Now hand the ball off to number 11. No, the quarterback kept it. He faked to number 11. And Castilla kept it. He faked to Pepe Mendoza. And like Ronnie said, we got the 5 yards back, but I think we have we have timeout. Timeout Mules with 1:25 remaining. When we come back, it'll be 2nd and 10 from midfield. I don't think we mentioned earlier that our coaches are for the JV. Offense, Will Smith. Defense, Wes Boatman. And the Mules lead 7-0 and 1:25 left in the half. They have the ball just out about their own 49-yard line. And we have 1:25 left in the first half. The quarterback back, wants to throw it, throws it deep, and had him open, but he overthrew him, and the quarterback was hit pretty good then, Castilla. Now, it's going to be 3rd down, and that play took 4 seconds. So
3rd down and 10.
That stopped the clock. It's 3rd and 10. Kind of a cold, windy night here tonight. I think the wind's probably died down a little, but it's very cold, especially after the sun went down. .121 left in the first half. The Mules leading 7-0, and they have it 3rd and 10 from just inside or outside midfield. Trips to the left, 1 to the right, 1 running back, and someone moved. So that's going to cost us 5 yards. Now, it may have been delay of game. I think that may have been what it was. So That backed the Mules up some more. Now it's going to be 3rd and 15 from their own 44. Same formation, 3 receivers to the left. There's a punt, and it's going to be fielded on about the 15, and pretty good defense over there.
It was 3rd down, and Littlefield. Yeah, it was a quick kick, but Littlefield had anticipated it, and they had a receiver back. That's the reason they caught the ball and made about 10 or 15 yards on the return.
Yeah, you could really call that a quick kick, and you saw that a lot on 3rd down, but not much anymore in the way they play football today. But that was really pretty smart there by the coaches. So that puts Littlefield back on about their 32-yard line, 1st and 10, with 1:10 left. So the Mules need to watch for a big play here. Now there's a wing end around, or a counter. Actually, it's a counter, and he picked up close to a 1st down. It's going to lack a couple of yards. Now I think the Mules need to look for the pass here. Clock's still moving, 46 seconds. 2nd and 2. Oh, the Mules need to be sure they don't get behind them here. There's the pass, and it's caught over there. It's going to be a 1st down, and they're going to have the ball on about their own 48-yard line.
3 was a tackler.
And the 3 then was the tackler for the Mules, Aaron Ross, in on the tackle. 35.9 seconds.
Clock stopped.
Apparently he went out of bounds over there. Now Littlefield breaks the huddle. Wing over here in a slot to the left. Now the handoff, and nowhere to go there. Good defense. Let's see, Ronnie. That first one in there, that first one's 21, looks like. 21
33.
And 33 is Felipe Guerrero, and 21 is Jorge Martinez, and 13 may have been in there, Bryce Mauricio. But very good defense into the Mules, and they made a little, not about 3 probably. So when we come back, we have a timeout. 29.4 Okay, we're back, and 29.4 seconds, and Littlefield will have it 3rd and about 6.5. There's a screen over there, and it's, and he fell. He looked one way, threw it back the screen over to this side. Ronnie?
Yeah, they set up the screen and then passed it to the opposite side and thought they'd have our flow away from the ball, but we did a good job of covering that, and then they fell down too.
And 21.7 seconds. Littlefield wants to throw it. They throw it deep, and this is going to be intercepted over there by the Mules. Ronnie, let's see who intercepted that. Number 3, and that is Ross. Good job there by Ross. He has an older brother on the varsity, and that should just about do it with 9.6 seconds. So we'll see what the Mules do here. They lead 7-0 with 9.6 seconds left in the half. And there's a snap, and they just took a knee. I thought that's probably what they do. So that ends the first half with a well-played half by both teams. Not a whole lot of scoring, as is obvious, but the Mules lead at halftime, 7-0.
We're just about ready to get the second half underway. The Mules will be kicking off to Littlefield, leading 7-0. We'll try to work in the Muleshoe roster as quickly as we can. I'll give you a few of them now. Number 3, Aaron Ross. Number 10, Tony Castilla. Number 11, Joe Angel Mendoza. Number 12, Paul Castilla. Number 13, Bryce Mauricio. Number 14 is Cameron Hardwick. Number 21, Jorge Martinez. Number 22, Matt Flores. And here is the kickoff. And it's a low one on the ground, and Littlefield trying to pick it up. They do, and they're tackled about the 37-yard line. So that's where Littlefield will put the ball in play, trailing 7-0. Number 24 for Muleshoe, Dustin Scully. Number 33, Felipe Guerrera. Number 40, Jesse Easily. Number 42, Nate Rosas. Number 44, Randy Lawrence. Number 50 is Carlos Martinez. Number 51, Ramon Martinez. Number 54, Eddie Elizalde. Number 59, Jose Martinez. Number 75, Dylan Miller. And here's the first play from scrimmage, and it's a handoff and some good running room there for the Wildcats. They'll have a first down and a couple more. That's the big running back, number 11, Herrera. For the Mules, number 59 is Jose Martinez. Number 75, Dylan Miller. Number 78, Jordan Russell. Number 84, Nathan Regino. And that's the Muleshoe roster. Muleshoe standing at 5-3 on the season. So a first down for the Wildcats on the first play from scrimmage. Mules leading 7-0. Just getting underway here in this second half. And there's a handoff, same play to the other side, and there goes big number 11 Herrera again, and he's still on his feet all the way down to the Muleshoe 35-yard line. He's had one run to the left side and one to the right around the corners, and he's picked up about 35 yards on the two plays. And it's 1st and 10 for the Wildcats on the Muleshoe 36-yard line. $170-pound running back, and he's running hard. All right, so 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. There's a handoff, and looked like we might stop Herrera at the line of scrimmage. Then he just put a juke on us and picked up about 10 more. Is there a flag down over on the side? Okay, that's a pickup of 6 on that play. Seth Clayton, the quarterback for the Wildcats. Clock running with 8.5 minutes remaining here in this third quarter. Mules up 7-0 in this JV game. Formation. Wing over on the left side. There's that trap play, and it'll pick up some good yardage in there. It'll be a first down and about 5 extra as Littlefield moves all the way down to the Muleshoe 20-yard line. So the Wildcats coming out here in this second half all fired up and moving the ball, and they're doing it on the ground. Still 8:09 remaining here in this third quarter. Ball's on the 22-yard line of the Mules, 1st and 10. Formation again. Clayton, the quarterback for the Wildcats, hands off to his tailback, and he is loose across the 20, across the 10, and tackled on about the 9-yard line. The tackler there for the Mules is number 10, and that's Tony Castilla, who's also the Mules quarterback, and another first down. And a holding call. That one will come back. So a holding call on the Wildcats on that one, as they picked up about 11 or 12 more yards, and so that's helped the Mules in both games tonight. As Littlefield gets close to the goal line, they have been guilty of holding a few times. Now the ball goes back to the 25-yard line, and it's going to be first down again for the Wildcats in about 13. And I would imagine they'll keep it on the ground because they're averaging about 10 or 12 yards a carry on the ground here on this third quarter drive. And there's another handoff. 87 hit hard, but he still picked up a few yards. Number 11 for the Mules on the tackle end. That was Mendoza, Joe Angel Mendoza. And the ball carrier was number 86. Okay. 87 is Kobe Trotter for the Wildcats. And a pickup of 4 on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Wildcats. And let's see if the Mules can put up another goal line type defense. They've done that a couple of times, goal line stands so far tonight. 2nd and 9. Stunt in there for the Mules, and they faked me out there, and they faked to the running back. We had him stopped, and then they fired one down the field and almost caught it, but a good defensive play stopped it. So it's 42 on the defense for the Mules. 22 on the defense for the Mules, and that is Matt Flores. So it'll be 3rd down and 9, and this could be 2 big plays here in this ball game. If we can hold the Wildcats, it's 3rd and 9. Clock stopped on the incompleted forward pass. Clayton, the quarterback for the Wildcats. Wide out to the left side, back to pass, and there's that little reverse screen again, and good job of tackling by number 11 of the Mules. Number 11 is Joe Angel Mendoza, and there's no gain on that play. There's going to be a loss of about 1 yard, and it's going to be actually 2 yards, and it's a 4th down and 12 for the Wildcats. Okay.
Big 4th down.
They a couple of times have tried to screen opposite the way they're running, turn around and throw back, and the Mules did a good job of stopping that play. 4th down and 12, 6:07, clock running, 3rd quarter. The Wildcats have had the ball the entire 3rd quarter. The Mules have not touched the ball on offense, and there is a timeout called by Littlefield. The Mules lead 7-0. Littlefield still huddled around their coach. They have a big 4th down and 12, and I'm sure they'll throw some sort of pass here. And let's see if the Mules can hold again. 7-0 Muleshoe. They've played excellent defense so far tonight, as has Littlefield. Quarterback under center this time. And he fires, and there is a man open, and he dropped the ball out there. I don't know whether he would have made the 1st down. He had a good shot at it. Released number 22, laid out of the backfield, and he was open, and he just didn't hang on to that pass. So the Mules hold again. And that's, I believe, the 3rd time down inside the 20 they've held tonight here in this JV game. With 6 minutes even on the scoreboard halfway through the 3rd quarter, the Mules will touch the ball for the first time here in this half. Here comes Tony Castilla into the huddle with the play. Mules hustle up to the line. Three men over on the left side. One spread out wide on the right. And the quarterback keeps it, and he'll not make anything there. Maybe lose a couple of yards. Good defense by the Wildcats. That's 2nd down coming up. Castilla faked to his running back and then tried to keep the ball over the left side. Nothing doing, and it's going to be a loss of about 3 yards on the play. 2nd and 13. Number 2 out wide to the right side. Littlefield dropping back a little in pass formation. There's a pass over on the side and incomplete through the hands of the would-be receiver. It's 3rd and 13. That was number 22, I believe, the intended receiver, Matt Flores. All right, so it's 3rd and 13, and the Mules need to come up with something here, or they'll have to punt from just about their own end zone. And they've just watched Littlefield take the ball all the way down the field for 6 minutes and then fail to score, and we don't want to give them that chance again if we can help it. Tony Castilla back in the huddle after visiting with the coaches. The Mules hustle up to the line of scrimmage. They have slots on both sides. They have 3 men over on the left side. Back to pass. And there's a long pass, and it is, just off the hands of the intended receiver, number 13. That would have been a tough catch, but he could have had it. He was open, but it'll be 4th down for the Mules now. That was Bryce Mauricio, the intended receiver. So the Mules will have to punt from somewhere around their goal line. They will have the wind, what little wind there is now. Big number 88 back for the Wildcats. All right, David Enriquez, number 32, is a punter. Let's see, who's the center?
I can't tell.
What are we doing? Goodness. I'll explain what happened here in just a minute, and they may run this one back. Let's see.
Oh my goodness.
Looks like they're going to run it all the way. And they do. Well, Bob,
It didn't look like we were ready to punt.
what happened then is we were getting somebody on the field late. It looked like number 13, and the center didn't know this, and the kicker relaxed when he saw number 13 coming into the game. That's what it looked like. And then the center sailed away from, over the kicker's head or between his legs or something, and he just kind of stood there, and then he thought, I better get the ball. He picked it up and did get the kick off, but we couldn't get down and cover, and after stopping Littlefield all night long down on the goal line, they just run one all the way in. So it's 7-6, something like 45 yards. They're going for 2. They're going for the lead here. And there's a handoff, and we had him, and we got him. We got him. One man couldn't knock him down, but he slowed him down, and 3 more hit him. So the Mules hang on to the lead, and that was a real, I don't know if I've ever seen play just exactly like that or not. There's a lot of confusion on that play, but the Mules do hold, and they lead 7-6 with 5:05 remaining here in the third quarter. Have a man back on about the 15-yard line. And a line drive kick. It's going to be handled down there by the Mules around the, well, we're still on our feet. Number 42, Rosas, running hard, and he gets out to the 34-yard line. So the Mules will put the ball in play, leading 7-6 on their own 34 with 4:55 remaining here in the third quarter. Tony Casilla in with the play. Littlefield tried, I think 3, maybe 4 times down around the 20-yard line and couldn't get the ball in the end zone. And then that kind of a fluke play, and they get one. They run it all the way back in to cut the gap to 7-6. Mules on offense now. Empty backfield. Castilla back. Fires. Man out there. And it's going to be intercepted. Tip ball, and Littlefield intercepted the ball and runs it back to the 29-yard line of the Mules. So he passed into double coverage, and our receiver got his hands on the ball but kind of tipped it in the air, and Littlefield just waited back there and picked it off and ran it from the 45 to about the 30. And let's see what the flag is.
May have been a clip.
It is against the Wildcats, and let's see how large the penalty is. It'll be first down, whatever it is, 1st and 10.
Personal foul.
Personal foul, well, it'll be a 15-yard penalty. That moves the ball back to the 45-yard line. That's just about where the interception was made. And it'll be from there 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Seth Clayton in at quarterback. Herrera, the tough running back, in there. Back to pass. Pressure, man out there for Littlefield, and the pass is dropped. So it'll be 2nd and 10. 4:40, clock stopped here in the third quarter. Littlefield has the only score here in the third quarter. They trail the Mules 7-6. The Mules have led just practically all the way, but it's been quite a ball game on defense. 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. There's a handoff. This time we're waiting, and we tackled Herrera right at the line of scrimmage. He may have made a yard or two, and first one in there, 59 was in there, and 21. 21 is Jorge Martinez, and 59 is Jose Martinez. And no gain on the play, so it's 3rd and 10. Wide receiver to the right side. 2 running backs, quarterback back, looks, fires, and it's going to be bounced in there to the would-be receiver. It'll be 4th and 10.
Good pressure.
Yeah, pretty good pressure then. Pass about 6 inches too short. And it looks like they will punt here, Bob. Try to get the Mules down deep. The kicker took his shoe off. He kicks barefoot, it looks like. We have number 10 back. That'll be Tony Castilla, our quarterback, who's also our return man. And a pretty good snap. And a good kick. And we're just going to get out of the way, and it just took a Littlefield bounce, and that's not good. It's all the way down to the 4-yard line. Ball hit on about the 20-yard line, and instead of bouncing backwards like we wanted it to, it bounced forward, and it is the Mules back down on their own 4-yard line. So a smart play there by Littlefield as they had 4th and 10, and they chose to kick, got a good roll, and the Mules are deep in their own territory. So the Mules start out from their own 4, leading 7-6 here late in the third quarter. Quarterback keeps. He's out across the 5, the 10, out across the 15, out across the 20 to the 25, 26-yard line. So we just took a direct snap, went around the left side, and Castilla picked up a big first down. And the Mules are on their own 4. Now they're out to their own 24-yard line, the 20-yard pickup there by Tony Castilla. Just about 3.5 minutes left in the third quarter. The Mules with the football. And here they come. And they get a sack on us this time. They were blitzing from the corner and up the middle, and we just had nowhere to go that time. It's going to be a loss of about a yard. 2nd and 11. Very hard fought JV game in which the Mules lead by 1 over the Wildcats at 7-6. Slots on both sides. Looks like Littlefield will be coming again. No, they drop back this time. There's a pass, and it is overthrown. 3rd down. Number 21, the intended receiver. That's Jorge Martinez, and that could have been intercepted, but really there was no one near where the ball landed. So a big 3rd down here with 2:31 remaining in the third quarter. Mules up by 1, 7-6. Littlefield's had the ball most of the third quarter, and they've had field position this entire third quarter. Who's it, number 2? I don't have a 2 on there.
No.
And down the line, cutting in, is another good run in there, and it may be, as according to where they spot him, that may be a first down. It's according to where his knee went down. Let's wait and see. They're saying they may measure this one. I don't know. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Timeout for a measurement. And we'll see if Castilla made a great run around the right side. He liked 12 yards in, and he got right at 12. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't go for it. Do what?
First down.
It is a first down. Okay, first down. They didn't measure it. All right, just by inches, but a big first down there by Castilla, and the Mules hold on to the football. Back to pass. Out of the pocket is Castilla. Fires, man. Oh, wide open out there. That was just probably touchdown, and we overthrew the ball by a few yards, and so it's 2nd and 10. Castilla forced out of the pocket, had to sprint out to his left side, and of course he's a right-handed thrower, and he just overthrew the pass. I think that wind may be bothering both passers somewhat out there. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 34 and a half yard line down in Muleshoe territory. Clock stop, 1:52 remaining, third quarter. Mules up 7-6. Back to pass again. Out of the pocket. Looks, running with the ball, and didn't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Nobody open then, so Castilla had to try to run with the ball, and he was well covered, and he's going to lose some yards. In on the field. It'll be 3rd down and 13 for the Mules. And the new quarterback is Joe Angel Mendoza, number 11. And he'll run with the ball, has some running room, and he will not make a first down. He'll get within about 4 yards, so Mendoza carries the ball. It'll be 4th down. The Mules will need to punt. 1:21 remaining, third quarter, and the clock is stopped because Joe Angel was tackled and then pushed out of bounds. It's 4th and about 4 for the Mules, and they will have to punt the football. Number 33 is a punter for the Mules. Where is it? Oh, Felipe Guerrera will do the punting. And Littlefield has one man back deep. Bad snap, but left footer and a good kick there as it goes all the way back and it's dropped, and the Mules have a chance at this, but I think Littlefield recovered. I'm not sure. Let's see. Boy, that was a good kick there by Guerrera all the way back inside the 20 to about the 15-yard line. So the Mules did get a little field position back there if we can stop the Littlefield running attack. The ball was dropped by the receiver for Littlefield, but Littlefield managed to get on the football. 1:13 remaining in the third quarter. The Mules lead 7-6. They led 7-0 at half, and the only score has been a punt return by the Wildcats here in the third quarter. They did miss the extra point. They're on about the 16-yard line, Littlefield is. Mules have all of them on the line of scrimmage. There's a handoff, and there's a flag down on the far side. Maybe that's holding. Tackle made in there after about a 2 or 3 yard gain.
All sides.
All sides on Littlefield.
No.
On us? Well, I guess that's all sides on the Mules then. So it's 1st and 5. 5-yard penalty on the Mules. It'll be Littlefield out on about the 20-yard line, 22-yard line down on their end of the field with less than a minute to play here in the third quarter. Mules up by 1. And a fumble, I believe, on the snap, and let's see who got the football.
We got it.
We got the football right there. We blitzed inside and hit the center, and he bounced back off the quarterback, and the quarterback dropped the ball, and the Mules have a break here. This is what we've been looking for here in the third quarter. We had few breaks in the third quarter, and we picked the ball up on, the 22-yard line, and that's down in Littlefield territory with 41 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
The quarterback
Pepe Mendoza.
Mendoza in at quarterback. Number 13. And number 11. And we have a man in motion, back to pass, now trying to run with the ball, breaking a tackle, and he's going to score, Bob. He's going all the way into the end zone. That's Pepe Mendoza. He was hit hard right at the line of scrimmage, and he just broke through a tackle and then just sailed into the end zone, and a big touchdown there for the Mules. And I don't know, you know, he's been in for 2 plays, and he has run quarterback keepers both times, so I don't know, maybe the only play he knows, but so far hadn't been a bad deal. 34 seconds remaining. The Mules get that touchdown back. They lead 13-6, and a big extra point try here. We just barely got that first one through on the kick, and let's see what we can do on this one. You think they'll run? Well, we're 7 points ahead now. It sure would be nice to be 8, and especially 9. They are going to run the football, and we're spread out to both sides. And Mendoza's going to keep. Oh, he slid down, and he wasn't going to make it anyway. So we have the touchdown, not the extra point. We lead 13-6 with 34.9 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Seconds left as the Mules get ready to kick off. One man back deep for the Wildcats, and there's a line drive kick, and it hits one of the Littlefield players, and now he picks it up, and he's tackled hard in there. Let's see who that tackler was. As one on the ground there, 80 is number 12. Okay, number 12, the tackler, Paul Castilla, and that kick turned out all right. It's kind of a line drive type kick, and Littlefield had trouble handling the ball, and Castilla got down there and made them pay for it. 27 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The Mules up by 13-6. They led by 7 at half. Both teams have scored 1 touchdown and have missed on the extra point since then. So everything has stayed just as even as it was at half here in the third quarter so far. And there's a handoff, and yeah, not bad defense. They picked up a few around the side, and it may be the last play of the third quarter. Picked up, looks like about 4 yards on that play. It'll be 2nd and 6. With 10 seconds remaining, and the clock will run out here in the third quarter, and we'll go into the fourth quarter with the Mules leading 13-6 over Littlefield.
The Mules leading 13-6. It's been a defensive struggle all the way. And Littlefield will have it on their own 33, 1st and 10. Now they're going to put a receiver out to both sides this time. Still have the wing kind of towed in over here, and a running back. And let's see. Well, they didn't get just a whole lot. They got more than I thought he was going to get, but
pretty good defense.
Yeah, picked up. Well, actually,
It's going to be third down about 3.
Actually, I said first down a while ago. It was second. Now it's 3rd down and 3.
And I would say, regardless, they'll go for it here.
Well, probably, but with a quarter to go, they might not.
If we can hold them.
Yeah.
According to how close it is,
I would think they'll give it to number 11, a 170-pound tailback. And that's what they did, and he has the first down and more. He is a tough runner as he gets it out all the way. He picked up probably about 10, 11 yards.
And he, let's see, 70. Looks like, is that 73 down there? He's the one grabbing him around the ankles.
Ronnie, we don't have the 73.
I can't see his number.
75.
No, right back here.
Okay. So they're going to have it 1st and 10 on their own 48. And we're just underway here. We played a minute. In the fourth quarter, the Mules lead 13-6.
Some kind of
Now they put one receiver in motion, They have another one over here on the side. Well, now they just move him over and set him. They have twin receivers over here now. And, good defense there. Yeah, I thought we had him for a loss, but number 44 was in there. And let's see, who else?
44 is Randy Lawrence.
44 is Randy Lawrence. And it seemed like there was another one over there, but 75 is Dylan Miller.
Dylan.
Oh, Dylan, just a minute. Oh, Dylan, that's pronounced Dylan Miller. Dylan Miller. And that was a good play there by Dylan, number 75. And
so we got the quarterback.
Got the quarterback, but he got the handoff, and that number 11 again, and he picked up a bunch. Oh, it's going to be third down. He picked up 5, 3rd and 5. We almost got the quarterback before he made the handoff. But now they're into mule territory on the Muleshoe 47. 3rd and about a short 5. Quarterback, now he pitches it to number 11 again, and he has the first down and more. He is really a good runner. He just picks his way, and of course he has good size for a JV running back. And he's down in the Muleshoe territory about the 37-yard line, 38-yard line. We have 7:14 remaining in the game. The Mules lead by 7, and I'm sure if Littlefield scores, they'll go for 2. So, the Mules need to really dig in on defense here. They have one receiver over to the left. Of course, the old I formation, kind of an offset I, and then a wing T. I'll give it to number 11, and it almost tripped him up. Let's see who that was that slowed him up. That was number 42, Ronnie.
42.
That is Rosas. Rosas has really played a strong game tonight on defense for the Mules.
No gain on the play.
He slowed him up, and then someone else made the tackle. Actually, Rosas nearly had him for a big loss. So now it's going to be 2nd and 10. And no gain from the 38 of the Mules.
Down below 6.5.
And we're down about 6:15. Clock moving. If the Mules could stop them one more time, they'd have really a good chance. Now the quarterback, now he hands off there. There's that counter again, and it's pretty good yardage. He didn't get the first down, but he got down to about the 30. He picked up, let's see. He picked up 8. It's going to be 3rd and 2. That was that kind of, I think that's more of a counter trap, but it's a misdirection. Littlefield has run that for years. They run it off of that I formation. They pound you with that tailback, and then they come back with that wing back that's set over there. And that's exactly what they did then. So is it 4th, Ronnie? I thought it was 3rd.
I thought it's 3rd.
And he has the first down anyway. He
may score.
At big number 11. He picked up about around 10. This is 11. 11 is hard to bring down. Had pretty good blocking then, too. So they're going to have it 1st and 10 from the Mule 20. And now we're down to 5:12. They're using a lot of time. (13-6) in favor of the Mules.
Need a penalty or
Need a big stop here on defense as they have it 1st and 10 from the Mule 20. Now give it to 11 again, and there he goes. And pretty good tackle over there by number 11. Number 11 was Pepe Mendoza, but he picked up quite a bit. Let's see how far. Yeah, he picked up about 4. So a big 2nd down from the 16. Yeah, he did pick up 4.
They're milking the clock.
I would think they'll give it to 11 again, as he is a tough runner.
They're also using it.
And they are using as much of the clock as they possibly can, which is smart if they score. And now we have a timeout. Timeout.
Okay, after the timeout, 4:01 remaining. Second down and 5 to go for the Wildcats.
And there's a good defense there. Good defense there.
Tackle by.
Who was that, Ronnie? 20.
I'm looking. It's the one way back here. 42.
42 again. He has had one great game. That is
12.
Nate Rosas. 3rd and 12.
Okay, so 3rd down and 12. The Wildcats with a big play here, as are the Mules on defense.
3rd and 12, and we're running out of time too. 3:23. If the Mules can just stop them here, well, they will have a good chance. Okay, there's a pitch, number 11. It's going to be a pass, and it is caught and dropped. Oh my goodness! Halfback pass, and he had the touchdown and dropped it.
Wide open.
You know, they have run number 11 all night long effectively. This time, they tried the halfback pass with him, and he had it right on the numbers. So, it's another big play here. It's 4th down and about 12 with 3:09 remaining. I would think that they'll probably run it again. They might be some type of reverse bootleg, but I think they're nearly going to have to pass it. Of course, that doesn't mean they will, because this number 11 is really a good runner. Okay, the quarterback drops back, wants to throw it, throws it deep. It is caught.
Dropped.
Oh, and dropped. Oh my!
Oh, that's a flag.
Did they call a flag on that?
That's a flag.
Oh my goodness. Well, I guess that's pass interference. Well, I didn't see it, but I guess that's what it was. So that'll give Littlefield a 1st down, and they'll have it on about the. Let's see where they put the ball. I don't know whether we held him or bumped him or what, but I couldn't really see it. But I guess that's what happened. And that was 4th down also.
That was a game, is what that was.
I mean, if we don't get that call there, well, we have a real good chance of winning the ball game, although there's 3 minutes. So they're going to have at 1st and just outside the 10-yard line. 1st and call it goal from the 10 and a half. Now Littlefield up to the line of scrimmage. I would imagine it'll go to the big running back, number 11. And it does. And he starts outside, and pretty good defense as they get him, knock him out of bounds, and I don't know that he may have lost a little there. So
11 tackle.
11 on the tackle, and that is Joe Angel Pepe Mendoza. Good job there. So looks like
2nd down and 12.
Looked like they lost practically 2 there.
It's 2nd down and goal from the 12.
2nd and goal from the 12. Actually, they could make a 1st down on about the 1-foot line, but okay. Wide receiver over to the left. There's number, and he's going to, I thought he was going to score. Boy, this number 11 is tough. And if he gets a little running room, just like all good running backs, he's hard to bring down. He gets all the way down to the 3-yard line. And it's going to be 3rd and 3. And I would imagine the Mules will expect number 11 to get the ball. And we're down to 2:23. Clock is running. I formation.
Quarterback.
Oh, they jumped in. Well, I didn't see a flag. Oh my goodness, Ronnie. Well, they scored. It looked like to me the left guard was offsides, or right guard. So that's going to make it 13-12, and we have Littlefield talks it over. So do the Mules defensively. And like Ronnie said, this is pretty much the ball game here. The Mules lead 13-12 after that 3-yard run by the quarterback from Littlefield. And now they're going to definitely go for 2 in the I formation. And let's see what the Mules can come up with. There's a handoff, and good defense, great defense. Who got there first, Ronnie? Number 11 is
30.
Number 30 and number 11. Number 33 is Felipe Guerrero, and 11 was right there, Pepe Mendoza.
Well, what we did, Bob, we figured that their number 11 would get the ball, and that's they'd be foolish not to run him, and we just keyed on him, and we did a good job of helping each other out and got him down. Now we got to watch the onside kick here.
And I am sure that the Mules will be expecting an onside kick here. It has to go 10 yards. So everyone, Mules are all up close. They have one back, but I don't think they're going to kick it deep.
Catch it. Golly!
And I don't know whether we got it or not. I think we did. Wow.
That was a perfect bounce. We just couldn't catch it. 11 got it.
11 got it? Okay, 11's been all over the field. Ronnie?
Well, the kick wasn't a very good onside kick, and it bounced high into there, and all we had to do was catch it and fall on it. But I think we got a little excited, and we didn't catch the ball, and then 11 was right there to recover it before Littlefield could.
We have a 1st and 10 from our own just about 39, and the quarterback keeps it. And it looked like they were offsides. They called something over there, but that was a kind of a late flag, Ronnie. So normally when you call offsides, you call that in a hurry. So this is on the Mules, holding on the Mules.
They had a man in the backfield. Did not see that.
Sure looked like they were offsides, but
they'll stop the clock.
So that stops the clock. 1:56. So the Mules have really had some inopportune calls here tonight.
Well, they had a man in our backfield.
And that's going to move us back all the way to the 30-yard line. And let's see. Well, it's going to be 1st and 20. I don't know how many timeouts Littlefield has. I don't think they have over 1, but we'll wait and see. So I'm sure the Mules are not going to throw it here. The quarterback will probably keep it. Don't want to risk a handoff, and he did keep it. He starts outside. Now a good run. Oh, my goodness, a good run. He breaks in down to the 40, to 30. He's going to go. He's all the way down to the inside the 15-yard line, and I don't see well, wait a minute. I don't see a flag anywhere. No?
Okay, they didn't call it.
We didn't get one that time. Okay, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Mules. That was Ronnie, he ran that from the 30. That is 30, 40, 50. That was about 57, 58 yards.
He's got around 100
and
yards.
This is their backup quarterback. This is Pepe Mendoza.
21 in the game.
And now our other quarterback comes back in, Ronnie, Tony Castilla. So that's good news. Look like he's all right. And the Mules, I'm sure, will just take a knee here. Well, maybe. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. He drops straight back.
Yeah.
Now he takes a knee, and I'm sure that's what the coaches told him to do. And if they may not have any timeouts, Ronnie.
Okay, Bob. The Mules killed as much time as they could then, and took a knee. with Castilla back in at quarterback, and it's second down and down to 21 seconds. He'll take a knee again, and he does it immediately. And Littlefield out of timeouts. We didn't know whether they had any left or not. We knew they didn't have over one. And the Mules are going to win this one. And they won it in a hard-fought defensive game with a score of 13-12. And they upped their record to 6-3 on a very fine season. And we've had a good job by the players and coaches of both the freshman team and the JV team as the Mules win 2 here tonight over always tough Littlefield. And, of course, we said the Muleshoe freshmen won the district in a district shootout with Littlefield tonight in that first game. So 2 big wins for the Mules, and we'll see what our 7th and 8th grade teams did later over at Littlefield tonight, and the big game over at Littlefield tomorrow night between the Varsity Mules and Littlefield.
Well, Ronnie, you summed it up. It was 2 excellent games here tonight, and this last game was, a nail-biter. And that big run there at the end, about 50-something yards from Martinez, one was put in at quarterback when Castillo got hurt, and just made a great run. And that's about 3 runs that he made that were just tremendous. Ronnie?
I believe if we pick players of the game, we'd have to give it to him tonight.
And I know our filming man, Gil Robert, is freezing upstairs, so we'll shut this down. But the Mules won both games tonight, and congratulations to the players and the coaches.